All right, welcome back to Boy Things Podcast. Don't know I'm carrying Boy Things. Now, today in our show, we'll try to understand sexual identity. Yes, we'll explore, educate, and understand how people defined their sexuality in this episode. We'll be navigating through diverse landscape of sexual orientation, gender identity, and the experiences of those who identify across the spectrum. Now, this will be an eye-opening conversation. We're going to challenge stereotypes and celebrate the beauty of individuality. This is a safe space for all voices to be heard, fostering empathy, knowledge, and acceptance. It's an enlightening and empowering experience as we try to understand sexual identity in all forms. Welcome to Boy Things Podcast. As you know, Peckish JA is our sponsor each and every week. Now, this week, as you can see, is their lovely food. So this is a sweet chili fish. That is a jerk chicken bite and some festivals right there. Don't know if it is that you use Boy Things. Any Boy Things. If it's a Boy Things podcast, Boy Things After Dark, carrying Boy Things, as they say Boy Things, you get a free appetizer with each and every one of your catering order. You understand? Now, let's get into the episode. All right, so as you heard from the introduction, now my guests are here, and I'll just call your name. You just identify yourself identify yourself. Wow, no pun intended. Chris, okay, and you identify as
Pansexual.
Pansexual, okay. Bree, you identify as
Asexual.
Asexual, okay. Jordan, I know Jordan.
Hi.
You identify
Bisexual.
and Ajay, yeah.
That's me. I identify as non-binary.
Okay, so let's start from you because I'm going to tell you the truth and no disrespect to anyone. I'm not a judgmental person, and I tell Jordan, you know this. Today was the first time that someone really explained, other than Google, what non-binary is to me.
Is it okay if I Google it now? Because I actually just...
No. I want him to explain first, and then I'm going to read what this definition is. So if you can explain to us, what is non-binary?
For me, being non-binary means because binary means two, right? So if you identify as non-binary, you don't identify with either of the two genders that are there, which is man and woman. You exist outside of the gender binary. So instead of like you being like a man or a woman, you're just a person. I'm too confused.
So, okay, we can go and share the food at the meantime. So you're here. Yeah, so we get the food from Peckish and something there. Okay. So you do identify as any particular gender?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So what are you attracted to?
I'm attracted to, because I'm not really attracted to the gender of the person, because I'm attracted to basically like the sex and how the person presents themselves. So if the person like identifies as a trans man, I'll be attracted to them because they're masculine presenting.
Trans man is a woman transitioning to a man.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're masculine presenting. For someone who is like male presenting, it doesn't matter if they're like cis, if they're non-binary, if they're agender. I really don't pay attention to that.
Excuse me 1 second. Him asked for 6 on this year. I know me. Alright.
Anyways, right. So I'm just okay. For people who are not around the table, just indicate to me yes or no. Do you understand that definition? Well, one says yes, Martin says yes, Sonia says no. Shen, do you understand? No. Okay. So you're attracted to the sex, but not the gender?
Yeah.
Can you define then for the listeners who might be confused the difference between sexual orientation and gender? Because anybody who might be listening can just be like, hey, it's just a man or a woman. Especially Jamaican people who are not really, versed with this sort of conversation.
And many people don't even know who they are or where they stand. Because there are so many females out there and males that they don't know that they are that as well.
Until they start to explore
Literally.
and research.
So you understand someone who is non-binary?
I do.
Okay. Can somebody just pass me a piece of chicken, please? Okay. So we'll move on to Bree. You're an asexual. Can you define that first, please?
I can define it for me. I think for a very long time I thought I was pan because I never identified with gender and was never attracted to a person based on gender. But then I realized that I wasn't interested in having sex ever, no matter the gender.
You're not interested in having sex?
No, for a very long time, like when I was younger, I thought I was gay because I was mostly attracted to women.
Typical Jamaican.
And then I realized that was because of trauma. So then I started dating men, and I don't know, it was just like, it was super hard. It was super hard figuring out where you stand when you don't know what's happening.
You are. That's exactly
like
what
you don't know why you're not enjoying sex with this person, or why you never feel the urge, or why you have to convince yourself of your horniness.
So you don't have sex?
No, I do. It's just I never feel the actual urge to. For instance, if you walk into a room as a regular person, you would probably be able to have a one-night stand, or you'd probably be able to say, oh, all the people at this table are attractive, and I could probably have sex with any of them. For me, even if I found you attractive, I would never feel the urge to have sex with you, and you'd have to initiate sex with me.
Do you enjoy sex?
Yes, but there was a point that I didn't, and I didn't know why. And this was why, because I never wanted to be having sex.
Oh my God.
So how do you really come to the realization that, hey, I really don't enjoy having sex? Because I can just imagine you might be confused for a long time, like, wait, why I can't really find nobody attractive sexually? Is something wrong with me? Maybe I wonder, all these sort of things in your mind, but you came to the realization that you're actually an asexual. So when was this? How long ago was this?
Wow, it's probably a traumatic story. When did I realize this? I feel like I was in a relationship
With
a man.
Okay.
With a cis man, and we had sex.
Wait, hold on. You know what cis? Cisgender is?
Explain.
Somebody explain it to me today. No? All right, bro.
I
Remember.
Can I answer?
Yes, please, yes.
So, for someone who is cisgendered, you identify as the sex you were born with. So, like, for example,
Okay,
you
yeah,
were born a
yeah.
male,
Yeah.
you identify as a man.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
I know that one. So you realize this now in the relationship.
Yeah, one night, I think it was probably the last time we had sex. But I realized after, this is bad, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I would go take a hot shower every time we had sex.
Mm-hmm.
And he got so mad this last time. Like, he got mad. He was like, don't you know that I know that you go and have a hot shower and cry every time? And I was like, damn, that's crazy. You knew that? Maybe you should stop having sex with me. I don't know. Like, I think
so
it was
you were
obvious.
using him?
I wasn't. We were married. I wasn't.
You're married?
Oh, shit.
We're
This
just
is on camera, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
there's no judgment here. We're just shocked.
No, it's not a judgment
What the
thing.
hell? What she just said?
It's not a judgment thing. It's just, let me tell you, for a lot of men and for a lot of, I won't even say men, for a lot of people, you don't pay attention to your partner a lot of the times. And I feel like for me, if you're not completely into it, if you're not practically begging for it, then I don't feel like it's consensual. I don't feel like,
Are you married? Tell me about the sex. You're married before you had sex?
No, we had sex before.
Jordy, you're really...
We're getting too deep now. We're getting too deep into this heat.
Because there are people who don't have sex before they get married.
No, I did. There's other things that factored into the situation. And at the time, as I said, I didn't know. Like, I really didn't know why I wasn't enjoying it. And I would just talk myself into it like once a week. Okay, I gotta get this medicine Catholic. And yeah.
Nice.
Just give it some Catholic.
I mean,
Jordy.
I do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do understand what she's saying because I remember at a point in my time I thought I was asexual because I wasn't attracted to anybody at the time, and the idea of sex was very repulsive. So I do understand where she's coming from.
Well, it isn't really repulsive for me. The idea of sex is great. It's just going through with the actual sex. It's so weird. No matter how horny I am.
Just penetration turns you off?
No. And for a long time, I thought it did. So this is the thing with being asexual as well and not realizing what's happening. You think that you just don't like sex in general, but it really is a comfort thing. It really, and it's an attraction thing too. Like, I did not know that I was dating people because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But I was never, like, you could convince me to love you. I'm a very caring person, unfortunately. So you could really, like, if you're nice enough to me, we could fall in love, you know? Like, you could really get into it. But that's not okay. Like, if I'm not, now I know, like, if I'm not initially horny by your presence, and this is another thing that I realized too, if I don't like how you smell, like,
That's
no,
how I smell.
Jordy, are you coming on to me?
Is this Love Connection? Welcome to Love Connection. All right, so Jordy, you identify as bisexual.
Yes, I am.
The first time that you noticed that you were attracted to both genders is the correct word, because I don't want to. I really don't want to say anything to offend anybody, but it's genders, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the first time you noticed that, hey, I'm attracted to both genders was when exactly?
In prep school.
In prep school?
And I'm a teacher in prep school now.
How? What was the first?
Allison held me in the bathroom and I thought she was just being my friend. And she wasn't just being my friend.
Not the name drop.
And don't worry, there are many Allisons in the world. And I would have my little boyfriend, because it wasn't boyfriend because there was nothing there, but it was my boyfriend. And the boyfriend never made me feel, well, Allison made me feel being my
In
friend.
prep school?
In prep school.
Which
This is grade 6.
Oh.
And anyways, moving forth, I'm at swimming and the males don't have on shirt, but the girls have on their swimsuits. And I'm looking on the girls and not the males. And I'm like, what's going on? But then when I see a nice male, I'm like, he looks cute. No, this is going into high school now. So there, and I honestly, I'll see a male, but I'm looking at the woman. I don't know why. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Anyways, my parents decided to say, okay, Jordan, I'm sending you to a Christian school. I sent me to the Christian school and they moved me from Woolmas girls, kind of Woolmas girls are all girls, such a rubble. And they moved me.
Subliminally conversion
And
therapy.
they carried me to everywhere, every church, everything you could think of.
Really?
But do it.
Oh,
That sounds like a lot of trauma.
so like conversion therapy.
Yeah.
Have you had sex with women before?
Yes.
Do you like it better than men?
Yes.
So why not just be with a woman?
Thank God meet a woman.
I'm single by choice, so it's not, why not just be
Do you
a woman?
prefer being with a woman emotionally than a man?
No, women are very emotional.
So you prefer men emotionally, but women sexually.
Yeah, if I can have a husband and a wife
At the same time?
at the same time,
You would love that.
Yeah.
Love that
I mean,
feeling.
technically you can.
Right.
It will be like a
but
poly
it's hard because everybody's
relationship.
so jealous.
All right, Chris, so you said that you're pansexual. Can you define that, please, for our listeners or viewers?
Why the pump on the spot?
Because you're the last person on the table.
So pansexual is loving a person, intellectual mindset, as well as you don't find yourself attracted to
Any specific?
any specific gender or orientation, sexual orientation. So I've dated a gay person, I've dated trans, I've dated non-binary people, as well as I've dated lesbians as well. So
So you're attracted
across the
to
board.
their intellects.
yeah, so they're really smart, or
Okay.
they're just this vibe.
So you don't really see somebody and it immediately just say, hey, this person looks good and I'm attracted to this person because of their physicalities. No. So you then have to meet the person, get to know the person, talk to the person.
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius, so
Yeah.
let's go do a road trip. Let's see how you handle
Yeah.
a road trip to Ochi or Mobe. Let's see how we vibe in that car by ourselves.
What was the first time that you noticed that you were a pansexual?
When I was like 20?
20.
That was 5 years ago. First I thought I was bisexual. I was like, this is not it. Because I'm seeing other persons out there. And I'm like, but I've dated lesbians before.
Like, I'm sorry. Femme? A femme?
A femme?
Or stud?
Yeah.
Can you guys define that, please, for our viewers? What's a femme? What's a stud?
A femme would look like me. And a stud, I mean,
Would be more on the masculine side of the lesbian spectrum.
There are three.
You have
There's
femme, studs, and
and
stems.
Yes, there is.
What's a stem?
Alright,
so
so
I think you
you
fluctuate.
can do
Yeah,
both
you
female
fluctuate,
and male. And it's not literally doing, it's carrying yourself that way, dressing yourself that way. And it doesn't just come with how you want to dress, it comes with everything based on how you lived before and how you really and why you really are that way. And that's how you choose to be who you really are. And there are so many people out there who are afraid to be who they really are and they really don't know who they are.
Yeah, that's in high school.
And that's why we really have to do this, because there are so many men out there. For example, you'll be at the gym, just an example, and yeah, fun. And the males are there, they might work out with their brethren, they might look upon the brethren like, oh, you look nice, man, you might work out, but they don't know that, hey,
I see y'all
I
doing
think
that.
I like you. You know? Because
I see y'all.
Oh, there's a trick to it.
But they're afraid, or they don't know
That little butt
that's
slap
what it is.
after a nice workout. I see
Yeah.
y'all.
No, you spot them.
But they're
All right,
that's like
well, let's go to a break. We're going to continue after this break, all right?
Hi, my name is Joseph Johnson, executive chef and owner of Peckish. Peckish is known for our daily delicious lunch service. But what you might not know is that we do catering. Or catering services for every special occasion that you might have. Your birthday, your baby shower, definitely your wedding, your special day, call us.
All right, so welcome back. So we're here with the sexual identifiers, I will call them. And I'm learning a lot, actually. And I've been taking some mental notes, and I do have some more questions to ask you guys. But before that, you have some Bailey's chocolate cake right here on your plates and all these things by Pickett J.A. All right. So I was told to ask you, Brie, about Grey Ace. What's that?
Great Ace.
Yeah, Grey Ace. I don't know. I was just told to ask you.
My host.
Someone. You don't know?
Ace.
No. I'm assuming that you just don't know.
Is this live?
Yeah, yes.
It is?
Oh, no, it's not live. No.
Did you tell me to remember that episode?
because it's just like I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, I'll just come back to you then. Define sapiosexual for me, and the difference between sapiosexual and pansexuals, because based on my definition, and I can go on Google just real quick.
Sappy? Somebody really take their sexual orientation and call it slappy?
Yep.
Okay,
Sloppy.
No,
Sloppy.
stop it.
hold on one.
Sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You don't
The
know?
first part of your definition. It's you're
Literally,
attracted to
like,
people's intellectual
yeah.
abilities.
You're attracted to how smart they are.
All I mean.
So isn't that the same thing then as a pansexual?
No,
No, so
he went off to more. He expanded.
I feel like this is a lot of things to learn. Like this is like an exam, and I feel like I have to pass. Okay.
I mean, it's a learning process. So you won't
Yeah.
get everything one time.
So then, how do you? Okay, my thing is this. Cool. How do you just get up one day and just be like, "Hey, I identify as non-binary"?
Research.
Like, so you just Google these things and just be like, "Well, I'm not attracted to
Well,
any
for
specific
me,
gender."
For me, being non-binary, because non-binary is attached to your gender identity. So I've always known that I never really, fit the man nor woman aspect of the gender spectrum. So I actually found out I was non-binary when I was 18 years of age. And
18?
Yeah. I found out I was gay at 9, but I found out I was non-binary at the age of 18. So I came upon the term when I was researching on Google at the time, and they were like, "Oh, could be a case where you're non-binary." The name sticked. However, I wasn't comfortable with the term they them because growing up in Jamaica, you will learn that there are only two genders.
Oh, so non-binary is identified by they and them.
Yes.
As well as trans people.
No, they're not.
Yeah, trans people. They,
You have trans people who use they them pronouns as well.
Because
Or
they're
she,
not
her.
binary, your gender has nothing to do with your sexuality.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that. I was just checking if you guys knew.
Facts.
Come on. Like, why would I not
That's on our
know?
toes.
Yeah. Like, come on, you got to pay attention, be smart. Okay, good. So at 18, you were like,
Yeah,
you
but I
researched.
wasn't comfortable with the term they them.
Yeah.
I was just going by he, him, she, her until I was like, but I don't really feel comfortable within the he, him, she, her bracket. So I then started playing around with the they, them until I got comfortable with it.
Your parents are accepting of this?
My parents know that I'm gay. My sexual orientation is, gay, but my gender identity, they don't know my gender identity because it's not something that I discuss with them because I was born and raised in a very religious household.
But they're going to know now.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. I'm just trying to ensure that, everybody's fine because,
that's crazy.
I mean, this is not going to just be here in this room. It's
I
going to be
know.
released. Okay, good. Your parents know that you're an asexual?
I'm orphaned.
Huh?
You're an orphan?
Oh, God.
Really?
I'm sorry, Cass, I did not mean that. No,
Only
I'm
can't
not orphaned.
find-
My mom doesn't care.
You know, my dad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cass. Pick up yourself. But no, I don't think. All right, I'm sure she would love to care, but for people to care about things about me, I need to give you that power. So I don't care if
Yeah,
care?
care. Yeah. Okay.
it has nothing. Your feelings have nothing to do with me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna live my life regardless. I had a very hard time coming out, so I grew past that. I think I came out. Well, I came out to myself when I was 13, and I grew up in a very religious household as well. And I remember one day the pastor was just like, "Pastor Gail, no got ill." And-
Whoa.
I mean, I'm sure he didn't say it like that, but that's what I remembered. And it really cut into me because I love Jesus. You know what I mean? I loved him. And I was like, I want to meet the Lord. I would like to go to heaven too. I don't want to go to hell. And it turned into a lot of self-harm because I was just like, asses are still fat. Girls look still great in bikinis. Her tits are amazing.
Mm-hmm. But I want to go to heaven.
But I want to go to heaven.
I mean,
you
this
know?
is hitting too close to home, I swear to God, because
No, but it's just
I went
like,
through all
why
of that
am I
as well.
still? You get me? I just told Jesus, I'm done. I'm done. I don't like girls no more. But that girl ass over there,
Word.
And the thing is, being
she got
queer,
a fatty. She got a fatty.
and the thing is,
Repent.
being queer and being a
Repent.
Christian, it's really hard. It's really hard because
after I realized that I could not stop being a lesbo, I started self-harming, and it was very, very hard for me. And then I feel like when you get into that space of not wanting to be here solely because you're not going to be accepted in the community that you love, because as I said, love Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew because of, we grew up in Jamaica. You know that.
Mhm.
Even as people who are identifying as other things outside of the norm, it is hard for us. And I feel like I can speak it for everybody at the table. We still call people bossy man. Still say bossy girl.
Mhm.
You get me? It's ingrained in you, even though you know these are homophobic tendencies.
Mhm.
So for me, it was just it came to a point where I almost died. And after that, I was just like, okay, Jesus, obviously you don't love me like I love you. So let me accept me for me
Mhm.
and just practice being a good person.
Do you think that people are born gay and
For sure.
you?
For sure.
You?
Yeah, we get dragged for them question, right?
I mean,
Who cares?
that's my job to ask questions
Yeah.
because it's an ongoing conversation all the time where we see people who have young kids say, well, if
Yeah.
my child say that I am this or that, celebrities say this all the time, then I'm going to disown this person. And for that, I saw somebody said, but people can be born that way, and that
Yeah.
particular celebrity said, no,
Having
that's impossible.
Having a kid makes you realize that, and Jordy, you have a kid.
Mhm.
They're born with their personalities, okay? And there's nothing I can do about that at all. When I tell you, my daughter is stubborn. And even if I were to beat her with a wooden stick, she would stand there and cry and stare at me and still not do whatever the hell I said.
What other secrets are
Literally.
excellent?
Wow, it's crazy. That's crazy.
No,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Take me out for a
table.
drink first. Buy a girl a drink. Buy
But
me
the
a-
thing
Don't
is,
go in my business right now.
But yeah,
My
people
tea.
are born,
The
you
way
know,
they
the way
are.
they are because we
I
all
was
know that
homophobic.
being queer, it's really hard.
I
So
really-
why would we actively choose to be queer or gay when we know that, one, people want to kill us for who we are. Two, the church says we're not going to heaven, we're going to hell because we're an abomination. You
I have a
know,
pastor downstairs. I can call him up to just tell you that.
Really?
Why not? Yeah.
I haven't felt any disrespect today.
Are you okay? You know what
so
I'm saying? Oh my god.
yeah, I always try to tell people.
Oh.
I always try to tell people we know what it's like. So why would we choose, to be a certain way? Because,
Yeah.
as Bree said, she was born and raised in a religious household, and I can attest
Same.
to that
You too, Jordy?
100%.
Yeah, my parents are Christians.
I can attest to that 100%.
Is religion the problem?
Huh?
Is religion the problem?
Are we talking about that?
Sometimes.
No, because there's just similarities here that, all of you guys, except you, I've not heard from you about your
Experience.
religious background, but, all three of you, express that
atheist.
you guys, you don't believe in God, right?
I don't believe in God. You look surprised. No?
I don't know why the rainbow is just giving Jesus love.
Who?
The rainbow in his heart. I wouldn't expect that from you.
Don't think.
Okay, for the
I like
persons,
that, though.
okay, so all of you right here, do you feel safe living in Jamaica
Yes,
and speaking
yes.
your truth?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
never felt safe outside.
The
of
reason why I feel safe is because some poor kid out there that is struggling with their sexuality can't come out to anyone. And them watching this would give them the courage to say, hey, this is who I am. A lot of organizations in Jamaica are doing their best. These are NGOs that are doing their best to see how they can make all kids or all adults, parents as well, find their truth. Because I was homophobic. Right? That's that right?
You were?
Yeah, I was homophobic in high school.
So in high school, you were attracted to girls.
In high school, I was attracted to girls. In primary school, I kissed a boy. His name was Chris as well. We were going to the incinerator to throw away
name
garbage
drops.
after cleaning up the class.
No, for real. I'll just call these
And we kissed like 2 days before he goes away. Went off to New York. We kissed.
So in primary school, you were attracted to boys. Then high
Yeah.
school, you were attracted to girls.
Yeah, and then like
So it fluctuates.
yeah, like when we reached in 11th grade.
You wanted a boy.
Or do
again.
you think it was like a peer pressure thing?
It used
Don't
to
know why you
beat up.
laughing.
It used to beat up queer people in high school.
Don't say that. I was actually I was not a bully. But I was a bully because
So you're abusive to queer people.
no, I'm not. Do not.
Used to.
Used
No,
to be.
do
Used
not
to.
do that.
In
What
high
I did
school.
was so my cousin, he's gay, right? Love my cousin so much. When I was in high school and because of the friends that I had, I could not stand getting beat up by the football team. But upon tracks, them upon football, we play rugby too. Rugby guys think that I'm funny. Not like funny gay funny, but like funny. So I had a space there. And plus, two other guys in queer. When I did tracks, the football guys come to the bathroom and beat me up.
Because you were.
Yeah, because I was in high school, I was very flamboyant, but I would look at a girl and I have super feet off the ground.
She is probably gay too.
Trust me, she is gay. So even my mommy, I got by my cadet teacher. I had to take off my clothes, and you know the little tent wires, like a pole, like the tent pole. You don't know the tent. So in cadet, there's a tent pole that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of my cadet teacher beat me.
Because
Say
you
my
were.
beat out my sex, my body manager.
What about people?
Yeah, like
Right.
my mom, I had
A
to.
lot of Jamaican people actually have that thing, or like pastors, trying to pray out. Did that work for any of you? Well, obviously
Oh,
not.
I was
because-
extra.
My grandmother, love her dearly. She died like 3 years ago. She told me, I know you're about him, man.
Just like that.
Yeah, she said, I know you're about him, man. And I was like, wait me, brother. And she said, Christoph,
You said no.
I know everything. Right? Family group today. I got kicked out of the family group. I got run out of my mom's house. I went to my grandmother in Old Harbor, and my auntie was there. And my auntie used to work at airport, so her best friend was a batty man. Them sent a Blackberry, going good. And my auntie sent me a text this white guy, and she was like, "So that's true?" I was like, "Oh," and she said, "Chris, my best friend is a batty man. Live your life for yourself. Don't live it for
That was your
people."
aunt.
Yeah, live your life
Okay.
for yourself. Don't live it for people. I just the other day, my mother and I started talking back last year.
Yeah, last year, December.
Last year, December. And she wanted to know what is pansexual. Then I talked on the phone and she said, same guy that she make beat me up in St. Thomas. She called one of them because he's there at the house too, and she called one of them and said, you know what pansexual mean? And the youth said, was it somebody with a pat and pan? You know? And she was like, yeah.
Sorry. That's a great joke.
I mean, yeah, that's the running joke for people who are pansexuals. You're
Really?
attracted to pots and pans.
No.
It's my first time hearing it. I'm
Oh
sorry.
Oh my
I forgot
gosh,
Jamaica's our
really?
origin.
Me too.
When my mom told me that I should come over to talk to her, I was like, my boyfriend was like, Chris, I know it's your mom. She's
So you have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So wait, can you repeat the definition of pansexual for me again, please?
My boyfriend is a very smart person.
Oh, right, the intellect. Right.
He's very
Good.
smart. He
Good.
has his degree, he
Okay.
has his master. He was on Sheevan as well.
Yeah.
He runs an organization. He studied law.
Mm-hmm.
That's how smart my boyfriend is.
Do you find it hard actually dating, being pansexuals and asexuals and non-binary and things like that?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I go with the vibe.
Yeah.
Being non-binary in the dating field, it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people they attach gender identity to sexuality, and whenever I tell people that I'm not the stereotypical man that you're used to, I identify as non-binary. They're like, oh, but I'm attracted to people who are men, and it's really hard because even also within the same trans community. I've had people from trans experience who identify as trans say to me that I am confused with my gender identity, and also my gender identity doesn't exist. So it really hard out there. It's hard in the feel.
I mean, what
but
makes it hard?
I believe that the younger generation, they are more equipped than people from my generation, even though I'm not that old. I think the new term for people born 1997 to 2000 are zillennials. So I'm not really that old, but I believe the younger generation, they're more equipped and they're more open to dating people who are outside the regular gender binary, which is man and woman.
Well, for
I
me,
think Jamaican.
it's a miserable existence, especially here. So for me, like, rarely ever meeting anyone that I'd actually want to have sex with. When I do, I'm feral. It's so horrible because it's like, whew, like finally, and then it'll be month periods. Probably, I think I've gone as long as 3 years before without doing anything.
One year for you
Just
too?
me and Rosie just kicking it.
I mean, Jamaican.
And-
Sorry to cut you. Like Jamaican queer people, they believe that if you're gay, if you act flamboyant, you're a female. If you act masculine, but macho, you're a man. Which I could be that macho guy and still. Can I use it? Can I use the word of being topped or bottom?
Roles.
The roles.
They can hear.
So, masculine
Where's the
guy.
pastor? Can you call the pastor for me, please? Get one of the pastors inside of here for me, please.
No, I mean like masculine guys when if they go to a party, a gay party, a masculine guy will not look at somebody who's thick. They're looking at somebody.
That's
somebody
how I want my phone.
Yeah.
The
I
thing
think
is,
that's what
no,
they're mean that.
Persons don't understand that he could be flamboyant, skinny, petite,
But
and
still can
nice,
be a top.
and still be a top.
the
And
phone
so
was
they're
still
top.
alive.
Anyways, do you think that society will ever understand or accept all of these different identities?
No.
They do already.
They understand.
They do already.
Do you think they understand though? I don't think they
Not
understand.
Not really.
They don't want to
Look,
understand.
they just don't want to face the
okay,
fact that this is what
guys,
it is.
No, I mean, let's just
Mhm.
let's not give people too much credit.
Yeah.
Guys, the Bible has been out forever. Do they understand it?
No,
Do they get that? So they're gonna get this.
exactly.
It's like way more.
And the thing is-
And the reason I do
Most-
believe her, though, you know, right? Because I can tell you, 2 months ago, literally just 2 months ago, I was just so mind blown because I'm just like, hold on. So I felt like I was living in a totally different world. And then there were so many different people in the Twitter space that night who were also of my same belief. Then a lot of my crew here also, they did not know. Like they maybe heard of it, but somebody asked me today, wait, these people are living in Jamaica? And I said, what do you mean these people are living in Jamaica? They're amongst us. like what do you mean?
Literally.
Like they're regular people. You know what I mean? Like, so it's, to me, it is something very new. If you just don't know, you just really and truly just don't know. And some persons though, they really want to know.
Yeah,
And they don't really have much problems or issues with.
I-
So yeah.
I have straight friends. When I was working in New Kingston, there's this little corner shop where I go and get a drink and, smoke. I have friends who work at Scotia. These are men. I'm a really sexy man, do you see? Like the tickets one out of them. Every time I sex one girl and him video it, he's like, Christoph, watch. He knows that I'm queer. Right? No, him actually cover up theme part like so and
We just want to show
You know,
the action.
when they
Okay.
heard about PrEP,
That's a gay man.
when they heard about PrEP, they were saying that it's a Batman thing. A Batman alone to take PrEP and lesbian
What's
alone
PrEP?
to take
Pre-exposure prophylaxis. It prevents you from contracting
HIV.
HIV.
Yeah.
But nothing.
Protection.
Just protection
basically.
against HIV. And I had to explain to them what is PrEP, how it works. If you're straight, you could take it.
Hi.
Not because-
I have no idea what that is. You wanna tell us, me, and the world?
You can tell her what PrEP is.
Me?
Yeah. You have it on your shirt.
So as I said, PrEP means pre-exposure prophylaxis. You will mostly go on PrEP like if you're at a higher chance of contracting HIV. Like for example, if your partner is HIV positive and you're HIV negative, you would go to like one of the facilities that
The one
deals with
dispensary.
PrEPs.
Yeah.
You would tell them the case and they're like, I'd like to go on PrEP because my partner.
So what is it? Is it a pill? Is it
Yeah, it's a
To
pill.
protect you from
This is
getting
the pill itself. This is the picture of the pill
So it's like birth
It's a
control,
virus.
but for disease.
for
For
HIV. Because you can
Oh, it doesn't
still.
protect from
Only-
everything.
No,
No,
just HIV.
only
You still need to
HIV.
use your condoms.
Can you show them your shirt?
Oh,
the screen.
You still need to
Okay.
use your condoms.
With PrEP.
Your
Her
dental
personality
dams.
is so, like, you're killing me,
You need to
Brie.
use
I'm
those.
so sorry.
Because
I didn't mean to be myself today. I don't know what's happening.
if you're just on PrEP,
It's
just
hilarious.
Yeah.
like
I've
I've
met
seen where
them before,
females
I
Oh, you know them?
different person.
Oh.
are on PrEP.
I
I know persons who are on PrEP, and their partner
So
isn't.
wait, my question is: does it only work for HIV or is it for
Yes.
everything?
Only
They don't have one for
HIV.
herpes.
No,
They do, but it's not really called PrEP. It's another name, but I don't remember.
So they
what
have
it's
something that can
called.
prevent you from getting
Yeah.
herpes? Because that's my
Can
biggest fear
prevent
in
you
life.
from
right
contracting
after getting
herpes,
kidnapped, but yeah.
syphilis,
you
and
can get
all.
to injection by bottom and all right.
Okay, can we just come back to the conversation? Right. So for the persons right now who are watching or listening who may be going through this challenge of trying to identify themselves or trying to accept what they identify with, starting from you,
Hey, Luke, what's up?
can you just give them some advice?
Advice: trust yourself and trust your body. For a very long time, I did not trust my body, and I felt like for instance, you probably don't need to be overstimulated, babes. That boy probably does not need to be doing this much right now. You're not
Facts.
gonna get any wetter, and you're not gonna enjoy this. Just tell him no. Okay? Tell him you don't want to have sex because you don't. Go home and play with yourself. You will be fine. And just wait. until the right person comes along. Because it'll be great. I didn't know I liked sex. Can you believe that? I didn't know I liked sex. I didn't know I enjoyed penetration at all for years. I started enjoying sex when was it? 2018. I am, how old? What year is it? 5 years now. I'm sorry. It's 5 years since I've been enjoying penetration. So if you were before that, I'm sorry.
Okay. Jordan?
All right. Honestly, be careful, but be yourself. Live for you. And I know sometimes it's going to be extremely hard, because trust me, it's hard for me. Hello, I'm a mom, and I'm a boss. And there's so much other things that I am, and I'm very terrified, but I'm also very proud, because I feel more free. I can do more. I can live more. I can be myself. So do the same. And if it is that you need advice, there are people out there who can talk to you, because why not? Live for you, not for anybody else, literally.
Okay. Chris?
Oh. My advice to you is be yourself. After a stormy weather, there is also a rainbow after. Wait until what?
A literal rainbow.
No, like literally. After
would you
stormy
say
weather.
that?
Pun intended.
Like, why would you just talk about a rainbow? Why could it be a pot of gold?
Like,
Like a rainbow.
Because the rainbow
Into the
comes
bag.
after the storm.
Yo,
Literally.
y'all are
I'm not bashing you. But don't self-harm, guys.
don't what?
Don't self-harm. It's, I've been
I
self-harming for
did as
years.
well.
I mean,
So
I
what
can
my
speak
boyfriend
for
did,
most of us
he
that
bought
we've
me a
been
tattoo
through
gun
that.
for my birthday, and I marked my skin up. And I'm also on medication. I have PTSD, depression, and anxiety, and this is caused by childhood trauma. And a lot of parents out there, they are they are the bullies.
Yeah, your first
So-
haters.
So please, if you're gonna come out at your own time. Ensure that you're in a
When
safe
you're ready.
environment. Wait until you're ready. Do not rush it. If you feel as if, okay, I have this community that is there for me, you talk to your community.
And
My
not to cut
community.
you, sorry, but I just wanted to touch on what you just said about not rushing coming out. Guys, no one has ever had to come out straight. Okay, you do not need to come out of any closet. You do not need to be in a closet. You just need to live, literally. A straight person has never had to come out and be like, oh,
I'm
I'm
straight.
straight.
I like the opposite sex. No. So really and truly, is anyone even entitled to that information? No. That's something that you share with people that you feel comfortable sharing with people. It's literally nobody's business who you're sleeping with. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's but your own and the person that you're sleeping with. So yeah, if you don't feel like coming out, then don't. Just live your life. Nobody needs to know.
Live it. Always have a small community. A community is so Matthew
Safe place.
is my community. Matthew is my gay child.
Who's Matthew?
Right there.
He's a J.
He's
What is your
also
name?
Matthew.
He's also Matthew.
I have
Crazy.
different names.
My
Same.
government name is Matthew.
So who's a J?
That's my chosen name.
From whom?
From whom? That's the name that I chose for myself.
Oh, you chose that name for yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I thought it was like a ritual or something. I don't know.
Oh,
No.
no.
And then there are people in the community who will have other names separate from
No,
ours.
because
Yeah.
me say Matthew all this time. I'm sitting here. Me know, not just guys, how they get the boy name wrong. So the entire time I say Matthew, I'm just like, wait, I'm wondering if I am reading this thing wrong in my phone. Come here and say, wait. So everybody take up my phone. I'm looking at my phone like, wait, who's Matthew? Okay, so Matthew is a J.
Matthew is a member of my community.
Mm-hmm.
I can talk to Matthew about anything.
Yes.
When I'm having a mental breakdown, I can talk to Matthew. I can talk to my partner. Those two persons are my community. They are the ones who, if I'm feeling down because of a situation, I call them or I text them. Ask Matthew. I will not text Matthew every month. I'll text him once time a month, and he texts me because that's how I am. There's always have a community that you can
Putting
talk
me
to.
on the spot.
Okay, Matthew,
That's
your
nice.
final words, advice to anyone watching this right now with challenges of just accepting whom they are. What would you say to them?
I'd say it takes time. Especially if you're someone who was born and raised within a religious household. You will hate yourself for years. So take your time. It's not, don't rush it. And even if the population that
Well, you're
we
so
are
disrespectful.
addressing are just Jamaicans, just live yourself.
Yeah.
Be who you are expeditiously. Yeah.
Dictionary, wait,
But
can you
also
put that
be
word
mindful that
That
this
word
is
read?
Jamaica.
That word
People
read?
will hurt you. But don't live your life in fear because of people who just refuse to understand. So just be who you are.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you have it. We spoke about sexual identities. I hope that clears up something for you, throughout all the laughter and jokes and dry humor.
May I wait for the comments then?
I sure do hope that for the persons who may be, battling, can find some peace or some place of solace in this episode. Thank you to Chris, who identified as a pansexual. Yes. Miss Bree, who is an asexual. Yeah. We're on the spectrum.
Why you
know
say it
what?
like
Yeah.
that?
Anyway. No, because of the conversation that we were having during the break. Anyways. Right. Matthew or Ajay, who identifies as non-binary, and Jordan Spencer, Miss Bisexual. But thank you all though
Thank
for
you
sharing.
as well.
And I learned a lot, to be honest with you.
I learned a lot too.
No, you didn't.
I did. About myself, guys.
No, you're just lying,
I
Bree.
feel so connected with me.
Vibes.
There's a pastor here, by the way, and I'm going to let the pastor speak to you after. All right, well, thank you for watching. This is the Boy Things podcast. I'll see you next week. Can you call the pastor for me,
Is
please?
there a pastor here for real? Because I
No.
would brought
Hey guys, it's Chavez Bridge and I'm here with some great news. The ambassador program is finally here. Go on the website, click become an ambassador and check out the requirements. Do you have what it takes to become an ambassador? Always wanted to work with the bridge, work with great products, share our platform, show us your talents. Check out how to become an ambassador on our website. I look forward to seeing you. Let's work.
All right, so that's it for the sexual definitions or identities episode. I hope that we can take something away from it. I've decided to do this topic because I remember seeing a discussion or overheard a discussion on Twitter, and a lot of us were just confused with the many different definitions and also intrigued. Judge no one but yourself. Live your life for you and stop trying to bash people for what you don't understand. If you don't accept something, you don't have to accept it. It is fine. But let's just be mindful and cognizant of how we treat others. So that's my takeaway from this episode. Once again, big up to my sponsor, Bridge Official, for the big bad shirt and all these things. I understand. Remember, you can get 35% off in store or even online. Once again, this episode was done by Studio 45, located at 30 to 32 Red Hills Road, unit number 45. You understand? Now, if you want to come here and record anything and do anything, you understand me? This is the place to come. They have equipment, they have everything you can think of, lighting, different rooms, as you can see by this entire season. It's a whole shebang, right? And if you're telling boy things, then maybe, just maybe, you get a little thing. Also, my official sponsor, Peckish JA. You can get a free appetizer if you just say Boy Things anything. Boy Things podcast, Boy Things After Dark, Boy Things, Karim Boy Things. Just things. Yep, to big up on yourself. Once again, you're great. You have a purpose. Continue going, continue pushing. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, things, some Karim Boy Things. Until next week, Sunday, this is Boy Things podcast.